Health insurance shames me for being poor, so I got revenge.
Get that revenge.
Tell that health insurance whose health you should insure.
OKOP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
That we do. And, you know, Sam, a very special day is actually coming up for you.
Oh, really?
Your birthday.
It is February 19th. It's around the corner.
Which we're all so happy for you. That'll be your quarter life crisis year, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm planning on having a quarter life crisis every year until my midlife crisis.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah. Just really need to evaluate my life a bunch.
Exactly. And unfortunately for us, I'm also 25, about to turn 26. We are nearing the horrendous deadline that exists in the United States.
It's a terrible deadline for freaking health insurance reasons. Because when you turn 26, you get kicked off your parents' health insurance, and health insurance in the US is bonkers expensive.
Not fun. It's
not fun.
Expensive and terrible and like not good.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Maybe we'll just move to Australia by that point. Australia has universal health care.
Do you have the dual citizenship?
Dual citizenship, baby.
Interesting.
But here in the US, not good at all. Healthcare kind of sucks here.
And it's one of those things, like, I pride myself on like being an independent and financially independent person, but that's something I'm like, I am riding this baby all the way to the end.
Yeah, dude.
All the way to the end.
Because it's like another apartment.
Another apartment, yeah. I mean, it can be bad. I don't know about another apartment, but yeah, it could be.
How much is it?
For
like
you,
$600.
It totally depends, but I would say a realistic range is like $150 to like $500.
Oh.
So
for me, that's like another apartment.
Yeah,
I pay $600 for my apartment.
Sam is a smart boy, ladies and gentlemen. I moved into the most expensive apartment I've ever rented the day that our last paid gig got canceled.
Woo, timing, baby. And that is why we need this to be a success.
Support
please.
the Patreon. Link is in the bio, guys. Pay my rent, please.
All we have to subsist on is veggie straws.
And we have to. We can't even eat fistfuls. We have to conserve them, which is why Sam is eating them one at a time.
With chopsticks.
We're making it last longer. You know, every crumb counts over here at OKOP.
That it does.
But speaking of making things count. And bad transitions. We have a story about healthcare.
Hey, healthcare. Everyone's favorite topic.
Health insurance shames me for being poor, so I got revenge.
Get that revenge. Tell that health insurance whose health you should insure. Insure your own health.
That's right.
Yeah. And mental health and physical health.
That's true.
Make sure to take care of yourself, guys.
That's right.
And girls.
Drink water.
Lots of water.
Lots of water. My wife, female 31, and I, male 33, like many Americans, are beleaguered under the stress of the for-profit medical insurance industry.
They're trying to take our money and strip us of our resources.
Don't like that. My wife gave birth to our precious first daughter in September of 2021. Congrats, OP.
Congrats.
And family. And we've been dealing with taking the little one to the doctor, already had an emergency room visit.
Oh.
Yay. And whatnot. When we received the bill from the L&D at the hospital from September.
Oh, God. How much is it?
We were charged over $20,000.
And like $20,000 in a U.S. hospital is like, here's a Band-Aid.
Yeah, basically.
They charge an arm and a leg for a Band-Aid.
Well, not quite a Band-Aid, but it was a straightforward and regular baby delivery with an epidural. So like nothing went wrong, nothing crazy, like standard stuff.
$20,000.
$20,000. Even though I do not like our insurance, it did cover a huge chunk of the amount due. That being said, there was still over $2,000 left. Well, with my wife being a teacher and myself being a state government worker, our income isn't exactly low, but it's definitely not high either. $2,000 out of pocket would put us into major debts. The hospital was very patient at first with trying to get paid until recently.
Oh, the incident.
Dun, dun, dun. I've been in communication with the hospital trying to negotiate the cheapest possible amount to clear our account. The hospital still wanted close to half the amount in order to close the account out. I countered with what we could legitimately offer, considering the additional amount we have yet to pay for our auto debt coming out of our bank account, because they were not going to accept my offer.
This is a really interesting way to go about paying for a hospital bill. Like, you're negotiating with the hospital saying like, can't pay you that much, but how about this much?
I mean, think about it. Like people who like get a bunch of like tax charges or like whatever else, they basically go to the court and they're like, all right, we know your bank accounts. What are we actually going to make you pay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I guess,
negotiate everything.
Negotiate everything. Ask for the deal when there isn't the deal.
That's right.
My dad, when he goes into a coffee shop, will be like, so like, they'll say like, oh, this is like $4.94. It's like, well, do you have the Frank special on? My dad's name is Frank. And sometimes they'll give him just like 15% on or 15% off.
First off, that is the most glorious dad thing to say ever. Do you have the Frank deal? And second, I am absolutely going to use that because it is atrocious how much coffee shops charge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ask for, do you have the 15% off John deal today?
Great tip for us, for you OKOPers. We haven't come up with a name. I guess OKOP fam.
The peers. The OPPs.
Don't you guys love it? All right.
Or the OKOPers.
The OKOPers. There we go. But then the account representative kept interrupting me during the phone call and was being outrageously rude.
Rude?
Yeah. I understand that we have debt and I'm not trying to welch on it, but don't treat me like I'm dirt because of this piss poor system that was charging my wife over $50 for one freaking Advil, amongst other insanity.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The US healthcare system is terrible.
What are we doing? The account representative continued being nasty during the call and slyly suggested maybe I should go to the financial assistance program. So I did.
Oh, okay. I will take your advice.
I called the customer service line for that program, and in less than 10 minutes, I was getting confirmation that we were having the entire amount forgiven.
Okay, so like the guy on the phone just gave great advice.
Right. He literally was like here just like talking down on them, trying to squeeze as much money as he possibly can out of them. And they're like, you know what? We'll take your insults and usurp you and, slap you back with it.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you make less than 300% of the federal poverty rate and you go to most nonprofit hospitals, they will forgive the amount.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. The arrogant account representative tried to shame me into paying an outrageous price for services rendered and didn't want to accept my offer of paying some of the bill. So they get absolutely nothing.
Yeah, get nothing. $50 for Advil, more like $50 for fart you can smell.
Farts in jars, just like influencers. Coming soon to an OKOP store near
That's
you.
Our next merch.
OKOP fart jars.
It'll be a veggie straw fart for you.
Oh my gosh. If you're lucky, there'll be a hair in it.
Oh God.
Jesus. Don't accept the medical bills that you receive. Fight tooth and nail to get it down. And if you're lucky, like my wife and I, you just might get it all cleared away.
Wow.
I mean, come on.
That's beautiful.
Come on.
That's beautiful.
Bad.
That's a big middle finger to the American healthcare system.
Shout out OP.
Bravo. Hurrah.
Shout out to you, OP. Great advice. I mean, I feel like I walked away from the story like,
I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to start negotiate every hospital bill.
Yeah. And everything else for that matter.
Yeah. But you know what should never be negotiated on?
How much you want to click that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok and Spotify. And if you really want to be a real one, support us on Patreon.
Join Amanda, Will Combs, Connor Van Buren, Keegan Simmons, and the OG Kathy Quigley.
See you soon.